Hi everybody, Fahrenheit here, debuting my very first tutorial. Anyway, as you can see, I've already done the rest of my face, except for the contour and highlight. So obviously, this will be on contour and highlight, so pay close attention. I'm only going to do this once. Anyway, I'm going to start off with my highlight, which is basically just going to be my regular translucent powder, and then we'll go over that with a little bit of white, but not too much because you don't look like a ghost. So anyway, you're gonna get a lot of powder onto your sponge, or you can use a makeup wedge. It'll go on darker that way, up to you. So we're gonna go right under the eye. Apply that pretty heavy on there. Don't worry if it gets anywhere else, we're gonna brush it all the way anyway. And the same thing with the other side. Heavy on there under the eye. Also, don't worry about looking crazy. You're going to until it's all blended in the end. And then we're going to do the same thing in the center of the forehead. And then straight down the middle of the nose, which I've pre-contoured, by the way. I'll show you that in another video. It's slightly different than what we're doing right now. Then you're going to go under where your cheekbone highlight is going to be. You can also do this after you've done your contouring, but I do both. So again, up to you. There's about 150,000 ways to contour your face. This is just one of them. It's easy, it's quick. And there we go. Now we're going to move on to the contour part. I use MAC Raisin. It is a blush you can get on eBay or the MAC store if there's one in your area. Just use a simple blush brush, nothing fancy. And you can pinch the tip of the brush if you want to get more on there. But we're going to hold it. Doesn't really matter where you do this. If you hold it closer, you have more control. If you hold it further away, you're tempted to press down more. So I try to go for the middle. We're going to go right here above the eyebrow and come straight up with it. And then the other side. What you're doing here is creating a more deep set temple, which women have more than men do, and then we're going to go up and around the entire forehead to make it look more rounded. What we're doing here is the darker color, the raisin that I'm using, is to recede or hide things, so it creates kind of a shadow effect, and that's what we're going for here, is to make the forehead look more rounded. So you're really gonna get that on there and blend it. I'll use circular motions or C motions. It'll blend it better and really good for you. And remember, don't press down too hard. You don't want to cake this into your forehead and you have really harsh makeup. So just keep blending. And I'm starting to get, the shape that I want, the circular shape with circular motions, and we're just drawing circles all over our face. You learn shapes in school, right, kids? Now, the highlight part is, I mentioned, this is the shadowing. The highlight is going to be where your face will be reflecting light if you were a woman. And that's going to make those areas stand out more. And now we're going to go right here, just below the ear. And you don't have to do this if you have more of a round face, because that's what we're going for. But if you have a more square jaw like I have, it's very, very sharp and manly. You're going to go just below the ear and just kind of go diagonally Sorry, the World Cup's going on behind me, so ignore that. Anyway, just here and then straight, well, not straight down, but diagonally, we're creating a shadow under our chin, and that's going to also help with making our faces look more round. Same thing on the other side. Alright, and then we're going to go under the chin as well. This is going to, if you have a double chin, it'll help hide that. It'll also make your chin appear smaller. I have quite a large chin if you haven't quite caught on to that yet. Here, and then you're going to blend downwards on this one. You want this to go down instead of that circular motion we were doing before. It's going to bring it down to the neck and make your line more smooth, so you don't have just a line across your chin like a chin strap, a makeup chin strap. And those are fine to wear when you're a boy, but not when you're trying to get the female illusion. Alright, I usually go back behind my ear, just, you don't want your makeup to have a line, you want it to, blend. It's all about blending. Okay, and now for the cheeks, we're going to use same color. I don't change anything. Don't typically wear blush unless I'm going to do a pageant. You don't have to wear blush if you don't want to, because you're creating all the features. The point is to use as much makeup as you can to make it look like you're barely wearing any makeup. So if you go into sorry about that. If you go into all this heavy duty stuff, it's gonna look like you're wearing tons of makeup, which works out for queens like India Farah, but it doesn't really work out for me. So anyway, you're gonna take the same brush, same color, and you're going to go. I usually have my sideburn removed a little bit more than that. I just didn't feel like shaving all that off. So anyway, you're gonna go right below your natural cheekbone here, and just come straight down with that. You can come halfway down, you can come all the way down. A lot of queens will go, all the way down to the corner of their mouth, which is what I'm going to do. Just get on there. You want this to be slightly darker and then blending the white as you go down. And that'll create a blush look without actually having to wear blush. So, a little secret I've learned through the years. Alright, see how that's looking there. Now, I like to smile so I can see where my cheekbone's going, and then bring that down, and then bring it back upwards towards your nose. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, no, got that on there pretty well. I love the way that side looks. Just a little bit more, not quite as round looking as I'd like to. Look at those cheeks, and those lips. Anyway, back to what we're doing. Now, probably gonna want to do this a little bit darker. Blend it a little bit more. Now you're going to go over everything. You can use a different brush if you want. I typically will change to a larger face brush. I can't find it, so we're just going to improvise. It's going to get the excess off of this brush, And then we're going to go back into that highlight and brush everything away. Just wipe it away, up and back. Same thing with the cheeks, where we put that color at. Blend, blend, blend. Wipe this away. Wipe the extra underneath. While the powder is sitting there, it is what in the industry is called baking or cooking. The longer it sits there, the darker or lighter, whichever, highlight or contour you're going for. And that's it. That's our contour and our highlight. Make this a little bit better. Lisa Edwards. That nose, oh my gosh, for days. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna throw in some hair, add a little accessories, show you the finished look, and I hope this has helped so far. Be right back. I'm back! This is the completed look for the week. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope it was very helpful. And until next time, toodles poodles. Okay, so, real quick, just a few tips for some new queens. Before you do anything, first decide what kind of queen you want to be. Do you want to be camp? Do you want to be comedy? Do you want to be pageant? Do you want to be fishy? Who are you? Who are you going to be? Second, stick with that. Third, pick a name. Don't change it. People will forget who you are. And finally, don't be a bitch. There's enough of us in the world already.